Everyone thought King Koopa had left the Mushroom Kingdom. And then his doom ship attacked. King Koopa was back with the biggest danger you've ever known. His Koopa kids. Using their new superpowers, the Super Mario Brothers rescued Princess Toadstool and beat back the evil Koopa family.
Close to a Polish Pegasus, my foot hit the microphone and we almost had a big problem with no sound. It would have been zeros across the board. So, anyway, since I did the Mario Super Show, it is now time, I think, to do Mario 3 since I have to get up at a ridiculous hour tomorrow morning. And this is the cartoon that I am going to be watching tomorrow, I think, unless I finished Volume 2 of the Super Show. So now it's time to go right into Super Mario 3. And I will actually be doing a review of this because I watched enough episodes to, oh, hey, Skipper peeked his head up and I have my Mario characters in full form tonight. And I even got the Pez dispenser, a giant Yoshi, and since I don't have Princess Peach, I figured I'd put another annoying princess in the mouth of the wonderful plant of doom. So Princess Leia is no more. She's now laying in rest. So, so now I will be reviewing this wonderful show after this.
It's Atari Mario Brothers with Mario from Donkey Kong, his brother Luigi, and lots of crazy creatures. And it's twice the fun when two play at once, because you need all the help you can get. Mario, where are you? Mario Brothers, new from Atari.
Did you actually record?
No, I did not.
Okay. Well, this is a Atari commercial for Mario that I just found. I did not know that they actually had commercials for this game for Atari. I knew that there was a game that came out, but I did not know that they would have a commercial this amusing for this game. I did know that Mario was on Donkey Kong, but I didn't realize that it was such a big game for Atari.
I didn't know that Mario was on Atari at all.
Oh, yes, it was. But I don't know how big it was. So if somebody wants to comment on that and say, how do you not know this? That's fine. I honestly didn't. So this is Mario 3. And there is a different cast for Mario and Luigi. Lou Albano is not the voice of Mario anymore. Now it is Walker Boone. And that wasn't very nice. I think somebody owes the captain an apology. Well, we don't have a King Koopa, but we do have a King Skip who is just raising his head in royalty on that pillow of his. So,
This?
well,
It was mine
well,
until today.
well, he made it his now. So, yeah, he's pretty much sitting there proud. So like I said before, there is a new cast. We have, and you're just staring at me, aren't you? So, so we have. He wants to know about the new cast. He's very interested. I guess he didn't like Lou Albano and David Wells either. So instead of David Wells, we now have Tony Macedo, who is the voice of Luigi, and John Stocker is returning as the voice of your favorite Toad. And we also have Harvey Atkin as the voice of Koopa.
Yeah, Skip's a very important character. A very annoying but very important character.
Oh, Princess Peach.
Yeah,
That I believe that would be Tracy Moore.
is that the same person? The only Mario and Luigi different?
Yes.
I didn't just say that.
Harvey Atkin was also in the movie Meatballs. He was with Bill Murray in that movie. So, well, he was. He was the head counselor, the guy with the mustache that kept falling off of that kept getting moved every single scene. And also, these people, from what I just read, they were in a lot of. They did a lot of cartoon voices in the real Ghostbusters, the animated series of Elf, Beetlejuice, and a couple others in there as well. So these people did a lot of cartoon voices in the 80s and 90s. So, so anyway, so Mario 3, this is pretty much, obviously this is a cartoon after the very, very popular Mario game. I should have looked up how much was sold compared to the first one. The second one, of course, was a bomb. Feels like I'm getting hit by something. But Mario 3 was a very popular game and also very, very expensive. I believe it was about a $74 game or even more. So,
Ain't no different from now.
well, there's what, $60 now. So these were more. The one baseball game we bought was 72. Now, to bring that up, yes, there that is quite an argument that they very well could have been better because somebody's niece that is 8 years old did not really play video games before, but we introduced her to Mario 3 and she was hooked on it.
It's good.
So that kind of tells you something right there that they are,
Kirby.
and Kirby, so these do stand the test of time. These are still very, very enjoyable.
What's the dragon one?
Spyro, that's for PlayStation. That was strictly for PlayStation.
I don't feel it was 4. You like that one too?
Yeah, that's still an older game. Not as old, obviously not as old as Mario 3, but yes, these are very, very enjoyable games. And I did not realize that they actually made a show on Mario 3 and Super Mario World until just this year. So, like I always do, I decided to find them on DVD and buy it, even though it's on Prime for free. So, well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I pay for Prime. A pretty penny for Prime. So, and a lot of stuff is locked. Mario 3 is not. So, so I will go right into it, and I will actually show the first clip of Mario 3 because it is actually just pretty much like the game, and it starts out almost the exact same. So I will show that in just a second.
Will come to order. So far, I've sent you Koopalings to pull sneaky little tricks and medium-sized meanness. Now you're ready for the biggest badness of all.
So we all remember the opening here with Mario, and then you remember the little board there with the different type of levels. Obviously, it didn't start like a cut like that, but you get the idea. It is pretty much just like the third game, so it's got that cool feel to it. And apparently, King Koopa is going to turn the prince into a poodle. And if you remember the third game, we remember. Sorry, folks. Uh, if you remember the third game, Toad was pretty much panicking when King Koopa did turn the prince into some type of animal, a poodle, an ape, or I forgot what else he turned. Maybe a frog in one of the levels. So I will show the little clip of Toad panicking in just a second. So this is just something I found on a walkthrough. So this is obviously Toad panicking and jumping up and down. This always made me laugh in the third game because instead of him just standing there saying a princess is in another castle, this is Toad pretty much jumping up and down, like him getting a slip of paper and him pretty much being notified that he has got the worst fourth grade teacher in his elementary school and he's going to be having her that whole year. That's what it looks like to me. He is throwing a full blown temper tantrum. So, so I will now show another clip of the first episode on disc one, and this will be the last clip I'm going to show of this episode. So I will show that in just a second.
Now what? Let go! I'll catch ya! Nice catch, Mario. Couldn't see ya.
Well, this is very fun stuff. They got the noise, they got the music, they even have the sun that seemed to go after you in one of the levels. Lots and lots of fun. This is starting to bring back memories of the game itself. That was one of my favorite levels, is when you have to pretty much dodge all this like desert stuff, and one of them is actually the sun going after you. So this is very, very funny here. I mean, the sun going after him, and also Luigi taking a plunge on his poor brother Mario. It's too bad that didn't happen in the game because that would have been pretty amusing as well. So now I'm going to episode number 2. And this is very interesting because the White House is involved. So, yeah, fun stuff is going to happen here. I think Barbara Bush is going to poop her depends when she sees Koopa. So I will show that clip in just a second.
There, Daddy! There's the Council of America's president. They call it the White House.
Attention, America! Your new ruler, Empress Cootie Pie, has called the first press conference.
Well, this is really, really cool stuff. I gotta tell you, it's like I said, I did not know that this show came out, but boy, was I missing a lot. I would love to know what channel this is on. So if somebody knows, please let me know because this is actually really, really funny. That yeah, they actually took the White House, and well, unfortunately, Koopa's daughter has taken over, so she wants every child's toys. So she's taking toys away. So now she's running things like Russia. She also took Fort Knox, and now she's melting down the gold for jewelry. So she is doing a whole bunch of stuff when she just got a chance to rule America, I guess. I could see some people having a problem with this episode. Why? Because people just like to complain. But now, apparently, the president, um, maybe it's a good thing maybe he is missing in action a little bit because he has no idea what is going on. He is still on the phone. Can you believe it? And I will show that clip in just a second.
If we don't get him and the White House back to the real world, Cootie Pie will ruin America.
How can we help America when we can't even help ourselves? They've got us triple guarded.
Leave it to me, Luigi.
Well, like I said before, the dude is still on the phone and he is in a completely different world. It actually gets better. Trust me. You want to stay tuned. So this dude is still on the phone. Yeah, I mean, you look at that. It looks like he has that red '60s Batman phone with him as well. So maybe he just likes being on that phone. That call better be very important because he is in a totally different world. So, the Mario Brothers, for some reason, want to save this guy. If he's that clueless, being in another world on the phone, do you really want this guy as your current leader? You laugh, but this guy is the current leader. So, we will see where this guy is in the next clip, and we also get to see one of the famous suits that you got to wear in this game. So we get to see it in episode number 2 already. So stay tuned for that.
The president can't swim. Hurry, Mario! Once the White House hits bottom, America is sunk.
Do the frog. It's more easy than you think. Do the frog. You will look so green and slimy as you.
Well, that really hideous first lady there, she kind of looks like Eleanor Roosevelt and a Barbara Bush mix, which is not good. And the president is still on the phone. He's underwater. She's saying the president can't swim. He obviously doesn't know where he is. He's underwater. There's got to be water, just oxygen level has got to be running out, and he's still on the phone. And the president looks a lot like Richard Nixon. So, how funny would that be if he was underwater talking on the phone? Could you just imagine that? He's got the potato head there. So Mario decides to open up a box and take out the frog suit. So now, since Mario's a frog, he's going to have trouble just opening a door because once you turn into a frog, you can't lift a dresser without any drawers in it that's supposedly made out of solid oak. You
It was
have
made out of solid oak. So that's like,
you have back problems. You're going to make every excuse to not do stuff. So a frog may not be the best suit to pick out, but it's very, very amusing. And this was so much fun in the Mario 3 game. I love these little suits that he got. So that is the last clip I'm going to show of this episode. So the third one in, the princess gets to take a vacation with her wonderful pal Toad in Hawaii. So now Mario and Luigi now get to run the Mushroom Kingdom. So now pretty much the kingdom of Athlete's Foot is now run by two plumbers with no experience of how to run things. So King Skip, oh, I'm sorry. King Koopa is now just licking his chops. So I will show that clip in just a second.
My name is a Rocky Koopa. This is awesome. The doctor did say I need to relax.
Well, this is Toad and Princess Peach here, and they are just having a blast in Hawaii. So, how is Mario and Luigi going to do with taking over this kingdom that is supposedly so easy to keep everybody happy? Well, we'll see what happens in just a second. I don't think the happiness in Mushroom World is going to last too much longer, and we will find out why in just a second.
People in the garbage dump. The new mushroom shopping mall is hot.
Well, so this is the final clip that I am showing in this episode as well. So, well, yes, because they are 15 minutes each. And I know Mario's voice might take a little while, maybe for some people to get used to, but it didn't take me long to actually get used to it and to actually enjoy this show. Um, I actually did find it quite amusing. And now that I'm looking at the clips, I'm actually laughing more and more. I don't know if you can hear me through the camera when it's being filmed. So, so I hope you did enjoy the final clip there. So I hope you did enjoy this because I was really laughing at the just the amount of letters that just came just storming in that fast. So what were they in charge for 5 minutes and all these letters were just printed up incredibly fast. I guess the ghosts were kind of coming in and scaring everybody. There was I guess some lava stuff, water was pouring in. So Mushroom Kingdom is just a mess, but it is very, very funny. The complaint letters were great, and Luigi is already wanting to call the princess and take her away from her vacation. He is so rude. And now this does seem like a good plan, except Koopa intercepts the letter and makes a robot princess. So things just get worse. So this is definitely an episode to keep an eye on. But we're going to the next one. So we get to meet some of Koopa's kids. That would the next kid that you're going to see is kind of weird looking. He looks like that that if he was in school, he would ditch classes to see the Mummy Returns. So it is quite a goofy looking kid that he has, and he calls him King Dad, which which does actually sound kind of amusing as well. So obviously, he probably has paintball gun uh, magazines and probably never fires one. So he's just a mess. So we will see what he does in the next episode in just a second.
Hey, Mario!
Well, this is what happens. They are all turned somehow. They are all turned to babies. So you have a baby Koopa, baby Mario, baby Luigi, and a baby Koopa creature. One of Koopa's kids is now a baby with him. So this does not look like it's fun at all. So once again, very, very funny. This, of course, did not actually happen in the game. So Koopa goes to the real world, and he decides to play plumber at some lady's house. And believe me, she is a complainer, and she's getting ready to have a party. So her guests will be very surprised, and you will find out why. I will show that clip in just a second.
Pressure on those phony Koopa plumbers. Cookie, help me. A clog is unclogging. Oh,
What is he doing to my house? I better get help.
Well, this what? Well, it looks like this is going to be a longer review than that horrible Street Fighter movie that I did. So, yes, sorry for the bad Father's Day gift. I did a bad movie for Father's Day. I'm so sorry. So, anyways, so this is the final clip of this episode, and this was a good one. So her house is completely destroyed. So now, to make anything worse than a Street Fighter movie is if she brings Bob Vila in and he does a whole episode on remodeling her house. That would be twice as boring, but at least you can laugh at Bob Vila just a little bit. So there is a huge flood in the house. It's almost like somebody just decided to use too much toilet paper and just flooded the whole entire house and exploded the septic tank. Well,
Who did
oops.
that?
Oh, I know a few people that did stuff like that. So her house is now a mess. So much for her party so far. So Koopa has destroyed her house along with the little Mario babies, um, just trying to make his life miserable. So now this whining lady is now really complaining. So unfortunately, yes, you will have to go on Prime and go through all the annoying ads and watch this for yourself, or if you do what I did and just buy the DVD. So this is definitely an episode to check out as well. So now I'm going to disc 2, and we're going to see what little turtles we are going to find in that episode. So we will check that out in just a second.
we'll find out we're in his kingdom, do ya? Louder, louder, you dummy mommy can't you see I got a call?
Boy, do you remember these in the games? These things were a nuisance. You pounded on them, you stomped on them, they broke into a million pieces, and they just got right back up and decided to try to kill you some more. So I just wanted to show this little part here. Obviously, the part with the lady's house going underwater did not happen in the game, but now we're getting back to the actual things that happened in the video games. Something I forgot to show is how Mario decides to fly in the third Mario. I almost said movie, game and TV show for that matter. So we will see him get his wings in the next clip in just a second.
Whoa!
Well, this is them. They obviously got their sorry, instead of wings, they got their tails. And look how happy Mario is to get that. And then look at Toad. And Luigi obviously is happy, and Princess Toadstool, not Princess Peach yet, is very happy to fly. You know, I think I'd feel safer actually getting one of these little leaves to fly to Buffalo instead of taking an airplane. They seem to be very irreliable these days, or not reliable these days, I should say. So I know they're getting across safely. So so obviously that's how they get over the wonderful lava, and they're trying to get to Koopa or whatever they're doing in this mission. I'm not really sure. I haven't watched the episode all the way through. So in the next one, let's just say that Princess Peach is going a little casual, and everybody else did not get the memo. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Those pesky Mario brothers must be up to something really special.
Who in the pasta, Mario? Gee, I don't see why we have to wear these dumb penguin suits. The prince
Well, Luigi and Mario are getting dressed up, and Toad is dressing Mario because he's got a Seth Rogen, Andy Richter weight problem going on here. And Toad actually says to lay off the pasta. So obviously Mario ate maybe ate 4 bowls of spaghetti, maybe a pizza by himself, and now he can't fit into his pants. And it turns out that this was all for nothing. Mario called them penguin suits.
Luigi Garland.
Oh, sorry, Luigi called them penguin suits. And hey, at least they weren't a black tux with pink insides, like one of my friends had for their wedding. So at least there was no pink in those tuxes. But there's just one little problem. The princess is dressed down. This is something casual. So they got dressed up for no reason. I wouldn't be happy either. So now I will show the next clip of the concert that the princess is going to. I think there's going to be some people that are going to find this funny. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Hello, New York.
Well, I'm sorry about that. I thought the Milli Vanilli was going to be funny. I got it mixed up with Liza Vanelli. I think I pronounced that right. That was the lip syncing person. I thought that's who she was going to see in concert. Apparently, I was wrong. Or it's Liza Minnelli. I forgot what I said. So, anyways, so it doesn't matter what I got wrong. The point is, the person that I thought it was got in trouble for lip syncing. So somebody can comment on that. So, so obviously she's at a concert and she's seeing this no talent band, and Toad is just having the time of his life. I have to say, I love Toad. Everything he does with the princess on vacation, at least he has a good time. There's no complaining out of him. He's not going to some sporting event that he could see at home. He is taking every advantage on vacation that he possibly can. So I am really enjoying watching Toad just having the time of his life instead of being a miserable bald man. So so now the next clip I'm going to show, there's a problem in Mushroom Land again. The turnstools are getting robbed. Their bank is being robbed. So that is going to be a problem. So now I will show the final clip in just a second.
Lunkhead Koopas for robbing the bank.
What a lovely bird. Give it to me.
Huh? Do what I tell you. Toss it in the sack. All of it.
Hey, bully, catch this.
So here's the final clip. And they need a better alarm system. This is what happens when you have when you order the Ron Popeil alarm system.
Who's that?
Oh, that's a guy that just did some infomercials on TV. He did the 5-in-1 fryer. He did the Ronco knives. He did the rotisserie oven, the Pocket Fisherman GLH, and apparently the alarm system for the Mushroom Kingdom. It didn't work. So they will now be sending that back and paying a lot for shipping and handling. So Ron got them. So now this is the final clip here, and as you can see, they are the Koopas are taking these mushroom people for everything they have. They are just robbing them left and right, but Mario and Luigi have come to the rescue. So I don't know what happens. I haven't seen this episode all the way through. But that's okay. You can find out on Prime. And no, I'm not promoting Amazon Prime, but that's what it's on, unfortunately. So now to do my whole review on Mario 3. Um, this the Mario 3 show honestly is a lot of fun. It's amusing. It's I mean, the action scenes are just like the game, but they make me laugh. They're not. This isn't something you watch with a serious giraffe or turtle face, for that matter. This is something to have fun watching. This isn't like the Sonic cartoon I used to watch as a kid. That was for some reason incredibly serious. This is meant to have a good time. These little plumbers saving the princess or Toad or these mushrooms, it is just a lot of fun. And like I said, it is almost just like the Mario 3 game, which was a lot of fun to play. So now you can watch it in a show form. This is a lot better than that stupid live action movie that they made in the 90s. I don't know why they just didn't stick with this. This worked. This was very entertaining. And obviously, doing a video game movie like Street Fighter, they should have maybe they shouldn't have done that at all. So, anyways, Mario 3 is definitely an enjoyable watch. This is probably a B plus show. I actually did like this better in some ways, better than the Super Show with the previous review, better than Volume 1 and 2. I kind of like the third Mario 3 show maybe a little bit better. The I did watch the live action parts in the Super Show with Volume 1 and 2, and somebody was not too fond of it. Um, I liked the first episode. After that, I did tend to lose interest with the live action. This doesn't have any, so it's actually. I thought it may not just be on the DVD, but they actually did not have any live action in these at all. This is strictly
That's
just
a good thing.
this is just strictly just a cartoon. So now there are no tights, capes, and lasers, but there are frog suits. There might be a Tanuki suit in there. There's obviously the flying leaf. There's the fireballs. So it's got everything in here that you want to see. I know it's not your typical superhero, but this is much more amusing. He has a plunger instead of something else. I don't know, a spider web or X-ray vision or lasers coming out of his eyes or a lot of money like Batman. So this is something I do highly recommend. Again, you can watch this one with your family. There's no accidental F bombs in this. So this is a family show. And like I said, you'll have to watch it on Prime. So please comment below, subscribe if you want, and thank you very much for watching.